Hey there, and welcome to Journey to Self with Sandy Bartlett. I'm Sandy, your host, and this is the podcast for women ready to embrace their second spring and reconnect with who they really are. Each episode will kick things off with an intuitive moment. I'll pull either a tarot or oracle card to set the vibe for our conversation. Then we'll jump into the soul dive where I'll share stories, tips, and a few aha moments to help you along your self discovery journey. You'll get a chance for some personal reflection during our inner reflection segment. And finally, I'll leave you with a bit of whispers of wisdom and an empowerment action, something small you can do right away to move forward on your path. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's walk this journey together, getting you one step closer to your most authentic self. Welcome back to episode 2, where today is all about how disconnecting from social media can help you reconnect with your authentic self. So it's time for our intuitive moment. I decided to use my energy oracle cards and I pulled the anxiety card from my energy oracle deck. This card is a picture of a woman. She's got her head sorted down with her hand in her hair, her other hand on her chin, and she's sitting in front of a window, and behind her is a storm off in the distance. This card of anxiety speaks directly to the worry, fear, and overwhelm that so many of us feel, especially when we're constantly plugged into the digital world. So, this anxiety card reminds us that often our fears are based on what might happen, not what is actually happening. It's a call to let go of fear and worry, to trust that all is well, and to focus on living in peace. The affirmation for this card is I let go of fear and worry. I assume the best and live in peace. All is well. And this is the energy that we are bringing into today's conversation. By stepping away from the constant noise and comparison, we can begin to let go of unnecessary fears and find peace in the present moment. In our soul dive today, I wanted to share a little bit about my journey. I decided, I meant to look up the date, but I think it's been about 6 weeks. Decided to step away from social media. I put my group on pause. You can still access it, but I posted in there that I was taking a break. Sent an email to my email list in case they weren't seeing the post on Facebook. And then I deleted the Facebook and Instagram apps from my phone. I have not looked at them since I decided to take that break. Let me tell you, it's been so freeing. What I've noticed since I did that is how much more present I am in life. I'm not automatically grabbing my phone to see whatever's going on or worrying about the numbers and how many likes and comments. I don't even give it a second thought. What I realized is that every time I picked up my phone, I was comparing myself to others, whether it was their business success, their relationships, homes, whatever. What I've learned is that I had really lost touch with what I wanted. And that's when I realized that it was a good thing, as scary as it felt at the time, because I was relying on that for business. But I took the plunge, so to speak. What I've also realized is how much of the time I was on my phone constantly. And I'm not now. I'm reading more. I'm actually paying attention if I'm watching a show on television. And really not even giving it a second thought. I still am on LinkedIn, but I'm on there, gosh, no more than a half an hour usually in the mornings. I only do that Monday through Friday. I don't look at it on the weekends at all. It's given me time back. It made me happier, believe it or not, especially right now with election season going on. That was probably one of the biggest instigators for me deciding to take this time. I know one friend takes the month of January off every year and different things like that, but I finally decided to do it, and I'm glad I did. And honestly, I don't know when or if I'm looking at some different platforms for my group, and I may just go pop on occasionally just to check in because I do miss seeing what's going on with friends and family. But the peace of mind that I have, especially right now during election season and not getting wrapped up in all the yuck and the fights and the everything has been a huge, huge gain for me. I am noticing my own thoughts and rediscovering what truly makes me happy. So it's been a blessing. It's been a real boost. So I invite you to consider how you might benefit from taking a break from those digital distractions. So let me ask you, how does your relationship with social media impact your sense of self? Do you feel yourself comparing your life to others or feeling disconnected from your own values? Maybe you're like me and you found yourself scrolling through other people's achievements and wondering if you're doing enough. I would invite you to take a moment this week to reflect on how much time you spend online and how it makes you feel. Really, how does it make you feel? Maybe journal about it. Um, just really giving some thought. I have become more in tune. There's not all that noise in my head. And by noise, meaning like all of the different posts and everything, because I'm listening to my own thoughts. So I'm encouraging you to journal or do some mindful reflection as a way to track your thoughts and emotions around social media. Our Whispers of Wisdom segment today, here's a quote I love by Anne Lamott, and I have used this a number of times in the past. And it says, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. This is such a powerful reminder that sometimes the best way to recharge is to unplug. The first time I read it, I kind of chuckled because when I was working in corporates, even if you need help with something technology, the first thing somebody tells you is, well, unplug it and then plug it back in. And sometimes it'll work. Sometimes it doesn't, but a lot of times it will. If you're feeling overwhelmed or disconnected from yourself, it might be time to step away from the digital world, even if it's just for a short while. Start small. Maybe you start with a day and not 6 weeks like I've been doing. Here's your empowerment action for this episode. This week, I challenge you to set a boundary with social media, whether it's turning off your phone for an hour each day or taking a full weekend off. See how it feels to be more present with yourself and those that you're with, but particularly with yourself. And then notice what comes up for you during that time. Do you feel anxious or do you feel free? What do you do with this extra time? Use this as a way to reconnect with what matters most. Thank you for joining me on your journey and listening to this episode of Journey to Self with Sandy Bartlett. I hope today's conversation has inspired you to take another step toward embracing your authentic self. Remember, your journey is unique and you deserve to live it fully. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review if you feel led to do so, and share it with others who might benefit. And until next time, stay true to you.